necessary. We're not talking RCMP. The RCMP are very supportive of us. They're doing a wonderful job. We love our RCMP. Okay, these other goons that they're sending out here. Okay, so we respect our RCMP. When you see your RCMP, thank them for the great job that they're doing. Next up.
Oh, yeah.
You have one good ear left. I don't know about you, but I'm talking. Can you hear me? No. She said, we tried to hear me. Can you hear me? No.
Can you hear me?
No. All right, so she did ask me to talk to you today because I posted something on Facebook. So I'm gonna try to articulate my words here. All right. So who's sick and tired of this bullshit? We are. Yeah. So orange phase again, huh? But everything's still open. All right, kids can still go to school, but we can only have one bubble in our family. How ridiculous is that? Very. So yeah, they're laughing at us. That's what they're doing. I'll say it again. There is no pandemic. No pandemic, people. There's none. They have never isolated the virus. That means they gave the flu a name. That's what they did. They have no data to back up the efficacy of masks, but they still enforce it. You can go to Costco, liquor store, casino, Walmart, but you can't even go see your doctor. And some places, like around the world, kids can't go to school. So the elderly wishes to have medically assisted death because they don't want to go through another lockdown. I saw that today. Now we face being ticketed if we don't wear a mask. Here's a little explanation on mask wearing from a book I'm reading called Dr. Q Eyes Wide Open. Guys, this book is really good. Get it. There are two main components of healthy breathing: oxygenation and ventilation. People often confuse trouble breathing or feeling ill with low oxygen, when in fact we can tolerate lower O2 levels easily, and it doesn't make you short of breath unless it dips quite low. Increased blood CO2 by blocking exhalation immediately triggers chemoreceptors in the brain that then signals the immediate need for breath. This is the response you feel as soon as you hold your breath for 10 seconds. That response isn't merely neurological, it is mediated by blood chemistry. As you hold your breath, your blood CO2 immediately rises and causes a pH shift in your blood to a more acidic. This triggers the chemoreceptors in the brainstem to make you want to breathe, and the sensation increases as your pH becomes more acidic. So that's the rapid response to increased CO2. But the chronic response is more subtle and more worrisome. Increased CO2 causes headaches and lethargy. It also causes immediate changes in the cardiovascular system to hypertension. By wearing that mask an hour or so, your kidneys kick in and try to do their best to decrease the acidic component in your blood by excreting it in urine. This regulation is slow, and it takes a while to adjust your body's pH. You can start to imagine the internal battles that are occurring in your body when you place a mask on and off for long periods of time. Your body merely wants stability and chases its tail in this scenario, with your days spent fighting acidic pH and your nights trying to get back to the normal pH, only for you to wake up, mess up, and screw it all up again. Good job. One more. Stretch. It's a flag one. At this point, I hope you are feeling manipulated and lied to because you were. Not once have I heard a government or CDC official discuss the potential harm of wearing masks. Not once. The mass population has lost all need for balanced decision making and are merely following orders without thought. The ease the government had and everyone followed the edict has been horrifying to me. never before in history, other than the Holocaust, has the population been so easily mind controlled. This time around, it's not one country, it's worldwide. The power of guilt, shame, and perceived personal righteousness is ruling the globe.
Exactly.
As people do the dance with masks over months, more serious and morbid consequences will arise. An acidic environment encourages almost every disease known to man, from infections to cancer. Alright, so that was a small excerpt from that book.
Thank you.
So I ask you, when are you going to start questioning things? Why are you so quick to listen to the government? None of them told you how to boost your immune system. That in itself should make you question their motives. Why did they suddenly ban HCQ, which has been around for decades, knowing it helps with the flu? They do not give a shit about you and are responsible for millions of deaths due to the pollution in our air, soil, and water that causes multiple types of diseases. Also, let's not forget trafficking, just to name a few. We are headed in a very dark future if you don't open your eyes to the corruption and lies being fed to you by your TV. If you're going to watch the news, go to Fox News. They seem to have changed their narrative to actual truth all of a sudden. I wonder why. I don't care what you think of me. Millions of people around the world are suffering and know what's going on. So I know I'm not alone in this. And if things go bad, then I know I would have been on the right side of history, knowing I did all that I could for my son and his future. Also, what is going on in today's world? Why is there so much hate? You know, you must stop and think and take responsibility for your own actions and thoughts and start questioning yourself. Why am I feeling this way? Why do I have so much hate or fear in me? Where is it coming from? When did it start? We should all strive to be better versions of ourselves every day by learning lessons which helps us grow. There are always two sides of a story, and if one side only pushes fear and hate, then why wouldn't you want to find another alternative? Is that a life you want to live for yourself and your children? Anyways, I hope one day we'll all join collectively in the fight against corruption and evil, because it is happening whether you know it or not. And like I said, which side will you be on? God bless.
Thank you.